So, good day everyone. Today, we will discuss about the Malaysian policing system. To start up, our topic of objectives are what are the name of their police agency, their department, ranks, what type of law enforcement they have, and how many their estimated strength is. We will also tell you their short history kung saan ba or paano nabuo ang kanilang policing system. Their organizational structures as well, kung ang kanilang recruitment, kung ano ba ang mga kailangang requirements para makapasok sa kanilang police force. Malalaman din natin ang iba't ibang uri ng kanilang firearms, weapon, equipment, and their uniform as well. We will also know their rank and insignia, and yung mga best practices na meron sila. So first, let's get to know more about the country Malaysia. This country in Southeast Asia and has a federal constitutional monarchy, consists of 13 states and 3 federal territories. The Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia or Malaysian Borneo are separated by South China Sea and has similar size regions. So Peninsular Malaysia shares a land and maritime with Thailand, Singapore, Vietnam, and Indonesia, while East Malaysia shares land and marine borders with Brunei, Philippines, and Vietnam. Fun fact, Malaysia has 30 million populations and 4th place in the most populous country in the world. So, the police agency under the Malaysia is, they call it Royal Malaysia Police, or in other term, Police Diraha Malaysia. So, this is the police badge of Malaysia. As you can see in the upper part, it has the star and the moon. Ito, sinisimbolize niya na ang Islam is a religion sa Malaysia. Next is the crown. Ito, sinisignify niya is also Islam as the official religion and yung faith ng mga police personnel na willing nilang i-uphold ang justice and security sa mga tao sa Malaysia. Next is the Kris and ilang sword. Ang Kris at ilang sword ay napakahalaga sa mga Malay personnel kasi ito, sinisimbolize niya yung ginamit ng mga Malay warriors na weapon noon sa past. Next is the tiger head. Ito naman, sinisimbolize niya yung courage, strength, at ang spirits ng mga police force sa Malaysia. Next is the paddy flower, yung pabilog. Ito, it reference that paddy as the rice and stable food for Malay people, and it signifies national prosperity. So here are the departments under the RMP or Royal Malaysia Police. First is the Management Department. They're tasked with the routine management and administration affairs of RNP. Sila din yung nerve center ng RMP and act as the support services platform sa mga police force. Pangalawa is the Logistic Department. Sila yung taga-provide ng mga pangangailangang equipment ng mga police force sa Malaysia. Number 3 is the Criminal Investigation and Division. So ito deals with the investigation, arrest, prosecution of hand crimes and petty crimes. So this division also deals with gambling, vice, and secret society, katulad na lamang ng triads. Number 4 is the Narcotic Criminal Investigation. So ang task naman nila ay ang fight against dangerous drugs sa pamamagitan ng pag-enforce ng law para mabawasan or matigil na yung pag-demand at supply ng droga sa kanilang bansa. And number 5 is the Internal Security and Public Order Department. Ang task naman nila is to maintain of public security and order. Sila din yung responsible for traffic control and search and rescue. Last is the commercial crime. Task naman nila is to investigate, arrest, and prosecute offenders committing yung mga white-collar crime. So, ano ba ang white-collar crime? Ito yung crime committed by professionals or businesses for personal or corporate gain nila. Halimbawa na lamang nito is yung public corruption or the money laundering. So, here are the department ranks under the Royal Malaysia Police. We have the Inspector General grade, Inspector General of Police, Deputy Inspector General of Police, Commissioner of Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Senior Assistant Commissioner or Police 1, Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police 2, Assistant Commissioner of Police. We have also Superintendent grade, Superintendent of Police, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Assistant Superintendent of Police, Chief Inspector, Inspector, Probationary Inspector. We have also the enlisted grade, Sub-Inspector, Sergeant, Major, Sergeant, Corporal, Lance Corporal, and Constable. So, the type of law enforcement Malaysia has is centralized. Centralized dahil it simply means isang police force lang ang nag-ooperate sa kanilang bansa. At ito yung RMP or Royal Police Force. So, for the estimated strength of Royal Malaysia Police, approximately as of 2023, they have 125,000. But according to our research, the latest estimated strength they have is 130,000. So, here is a short history kung paano nabuo o kung saan nagmula ang policing system ng Malaysia. So, Malaysia has a long history of police forces dating back to the Malacca Sultanate in the 15th century. So, may tinatawag na Tumegong and Halubabang or ang Royal Warriors where sila yung responsible for arresting criminals, building jails, and even implementing their sentences. So, the Portuguese government introduced Kapitan administration in the 16th century, but the Duke Empire invaded in 1641, leading to the establishment of the Burgher Guard. So, the British Empire assimilated Malacca noong 1795 and a modern police organization were formed in the 1807 in Penang. So, the Civil Affairs Police Force was formed in Malaya after the World War II but faced challenges from the Communist Party's rebellion. So, the police force fought against Indonesian forces during 1963 to 65. Confrontation between Malaysia and Indonesia. So, in the 1958, the title of Royal was bestowed to the Federation of Malaya Police Force. Dito na nakuha yung Royal under sa RMP. So, which was later merged to the form of Royal Malaysia Police. So, the Singapore Police Force was the component unit of RMP until Singapore's independence in 1965. So, here is the Royal Malaysia Police organizational structures. So, RMP is distributed into over 100 police stations with several stations making up a police district. So, ang officer in charge sa police station or ang OCS ay nagre-report sa officer in charge sa isang police district. So, apart from the three departments involved sa administration, ang Management Department and Logistic and Technology Department, Integrity and Standard Compliance Department, sinasabi na ang RMPT has 7 departments involved in a crime prevention. So, here are the requirements or qualification needed para sa training or para maging isang officer sa Malaysia. First is the lowest entry level or the police constable. You should be a Malaysian citizen and a Malaysian Certificate of Education. Equivalent na siya ng high school status sa US. And you should be in a good physical condition. Para naman sa probationary inspection, meron ka dapat diploma or high school and education certificate, and you should be a Malaysian citizen, and of course, she or he is in a good physical conditions. Para naman, kung gusto mo magkaroon ng highest entry level or assistant superintendent, you should have a bachelor degree. Of course, you have be Malaysian citizens and in good physical conditions. Meron lang siyang age requirement and it should be 21 to 50 years old.
So now, let's tackle about firearms and weapons. Malaysian police has two types of weapons, and it's called a semi-automatic firearm and automatic firearm. When we say semi-automatic firearm, is a repeating firearm whose action mechanism automatically loads a following round of cartridge into the chamber and prepares it for subsequent firing, but requires the shooter to manually actuate the trigger in order to discharge each shot. While in automatic firearm or fully automatic firearm, is a self-loading firearm that continuously chambers and fires rounds when the trigger mechanism is actuated. The action of an automatic firearm is capable of harvesting the excess energy release from a previous discharge to feed a new ammunition round into the chamber, and then igniting the propellant and discharging the projectile, either the bullet, shot, or slug, by delivering a hammer or striker impact on the primer. So next, let's talk about Malaysian police uniform and insignia. The reason why we say police is because the RMP has so many different divisions, but often their uniform looks pretty much similar across the divisions. There's the Criminal Investigation Division, Narcotics Division, and Commercial Crime Division. You'll see this guy wearing the standard dark navy blue shirt and dark navy blue cargo pants tucked into the military boots. Basically, it's all very dark navy blue from head to toe, and they also wear a name tag on their right with a police shield above it and the word police on the other side. Not forget the ranks also. There's a way to tell what pangkat a policeman holds if you check out his insignia. Lower-ranking police wear theirs on the right sleeve of their uniforms. Sub-inspectors and higher ranks wear theirs on epaulette on both shoulders. But giving a policeman the Manhattan once over might seem confrontational, so just sneakily glance at them if you're really curious. The heavier their uniform looks, the higher they are up the rank. Best practices of Malaysian police. Rakan Cup or Friends of Cops is a community outreach program launched on August 9, 2005. The RMP constantly cooperates closely with police forces worldwide, including from those 6 neighboring countries. First is the Indonesian National Police, second is the Philippine National Police, third, Royal Brunei Police Force, fourth, Royal Thai Police, fifth, Singapore Police Force, and lastly, Vietnam People's Public Security. Other details of Malaysia. Volunteer police. First, police volunteer reserve or normal citizens just like us. Second is the police undergrad volunteer corps. Automatic to inspector after 3 years training. Rela Corps is a paramilitary civil volunteer corps formed by the Malaysian government. Their main duty is to check the traveling documents and immigration permits of foreigners in Malaysian cities, including tourists, visitors, and migrants, to reduce the increasing illegal rate of migrants in Malaysia. And that ends our presentation about Malaysia. Thank you.